Well, hey, everybody. Welcome back to HomeNest Property Management Podcast. I'm Alice Leam. I'm a principal broker at HomeNest Property Management. And this week, we want to talk about code enforcement and what it means to your rental properties and to your tenants. So, I did have a quick conversation with Medford code enforcement this week, and we were talking about parking. And a lot of tenants, when they live in town, if their unit is set too far back on the property, then they do tend to pull in and overhang on the sidewalk, and you're not allowed to do that. And it makes sense. The sidewalk is a public right of way, basically. But a lot of tenants don't realize that that is the case, and they can get a ticket from the local code enforcement. Now, you need to check with whatever municipality your property is in, but this also applies to alley parking. Now, not all areas have alley parking, but Southern Oregon has a lot of it. And we love our alley parking, but you cannot block the alley. Even if it's just for a minute, you can't just stop and open your door and run in, if you have a unit in a back alley. So parking in alleys and also over sidewalks, blocking other people's driveway, that kind of thing. Those are code enforcement issues. And if you have tenants that are doing that, let your property management know, or you can anonymously call code enforcement yourself if you want. The other item I wanted to mention, because it's the holidays, is noise. So there are noise ordinances in a lot of municipalities. And again, check with your specific one to see what it is. But if you're going to have a party or something like that, the joke is invite the neighbors so they don't call the cops. But you do want to keep it down, especially if it's going to be after 10 o'clock. So there are time frames where it's more okay to have more noise than not. We don't have a lot of construction going on, but in the summer, the noise ordinances apply to those as well. And then lastly, I wanted to mention weeds and trees. So most of the weeds are taken care of by this time of year in Southern Oregon. But if you do have tall weeds in Medford, it's knee high, I believe. But it's also fire hazard, and everybody's so jumpy about that these days. So if you have a property with tall weeds, run, don't walk, and get those taken care of. And then tree hazards, there's a lot of good arborists in the area. We use Southern Oregon Tree, Williging, and just contact them, give them the address, and have them go do a look-see and see if any of your trees are a hazard and need to be trimmed back or maybe even removed. So those are our suggestions for the upcoming holiday season. Give me a call, give me a text if you want to talk about your portfolio. The market is stabilizing. You can listen to my podcast this week about the 2026 migration trends forecast. It's very, very interesting, and it's local and national. And also the market statistics video. So give me a call, give me a text, and let's talk about what you want to do with your investment properties, whether you want to buy or sell. 541-301-7980. That's 541-301-7980. And lastly, it's a great time to buy a property with one of your adult kids. Let's talk about that. Have a great Southern Oregon weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye, folks.